All right, guys, and welcome. A lot of things happen in this country, Nigeria, where we are. A lot of, different kinds of funny news, funny events happens on a regular basis. Now, this young lady seen on the floor was actually humiliated by the members of the Nigerian hunters and forest security services. The reason is because she was putting on a gold-tinted hair, and they had to make her come down from the motorcycle where she was, she was on a motorcycle going somewhere, and they pulled her over, they pulled the motorcycle over, and they asked her to come down from the motorcycle and sit on the bare floor, and got two pairs of scissors, and they cut away her hair in total humiliation. This is really, really sad. Very, very terrible indeed. Right. My question is this. What is the relationship between the gold tinted hair she was wearing and the problem of that state, which is Benue State? This incident happened in Benue State. As a matter of course, it's still within the country, Nigeria. What is the relationship between the gold tinted hair she was carrying and the problem of that state, or the problem of Nigeria as a whole? What is the relationship? We call this misplaced of priority. Okay? We don't know exactly what to do. We don't know exactly what our problems lies. We don't know exactly where to kick off from solving the problem of the nation, from solving the problem of each state. Now you can see the total humiliation that this young lady was subjected to just because she was putting on gold-tinted hair. These people are supposed to be in the forest. These men of the Nigerian hunters and forest services forcefully shaving the hair of a young lady in Benue State, and the operatives of the security outfit whose duty is to protect the lives and properties of farmers in the state following repeated attack by bandits. They stopped the lady who had a gold-tinted hair while she was on motorcycle, asked her to come down and make her to sit on the floor, and then began to shave her hair. The members of the Nigerian hunters and forest security services are supposed to be working in the forest, protecting the farmers, protecting lives and properties of the farmers. But they left their duties, they left their obligation, they left their primary assignment to come to the town, to come to the street level in the main public society, to humiliate young girls, to humiliate young people. You can discover that of recent, the members of social security services, for instance, the vigilante group, the members of the Civil Defense Corps, yes, those ones have now been given ammunitions to go on the street. A lot of people have hired them to harass people on the street level. Before we are used to taking soldiers to sort the domestic issues out. If anybody offends you, all you need to do is just to pick up some amount of money, give it to one or two soldiers, take them to the scene of event. They will go and deal with the civilian. That is what we see common citizens going about with soldiers as bodyguards. Now we see this particular civil defense corps now. They are now the people on ground now. They are the one or the hot markets now. They give them ammunitions. They give them rifles to begin to molest people on the street level. Misplaced priority. We left what concerns, what bothers this nation. We left it aside and we begin to humiliate ourselves. Because nobody has been able to answer the question, what is the relationship between the gold-tinted hair she was carrying and the problem of the nation? The gold-tinted, what about the ones that plait? What about the men that plaited their hair? What about the ones that are stealing our money? What about the bandits? Why can't they go back to the forest and prevent the bandits from attacking our farmers? The reasons why these farmers cannot go to work, to go to farm anymore, is because the bandits, all these herdsmen, they have taken control of the entire forest reserves. They have taken control of the farmlands. So So they are scared to go to farm, and hence the reason why food commodities are very, very expensive. The food commodities nowadays are triple the price they used to be years back. Because these farmers are the one who help us on a regular basis to make sure they go to the farm. Mechanized farmers and the local farmers go to their farms, cultivate and harvest and bring it to the market. People can buy at a cheaper rate. But because all of these things are no longer present, people now buy foodstuff at a very high price. Now, these people this particular unit, the Nigerian Hunter and Forest Security Services, have now been created to get to the forest and protect farmers. But they have refused to do that job. They have refused to carry out those obligations. They have refused to carry out their duties faithfully. The only thing they now do is to come to the public, is to come to the market, is to come to the street level to harass innocent citizens. People who do things to just make themselves happy. The country don't make them happy, but they had to do one or two things to make themselves happy. You can see the way the young lady was humiliated. She got up. She couldn't do anything to them. Only God knows where they got those scissors from. I mean, for crying out loud, those scissors could be infected. Not treated. They just brought one scissors out from nowhere and began to cut her hair off. Absolute humiliation. And there is nobody to deal with those guys who put on some sort of heel-looking uniform with weapons in their hands. Those weapons are supposed to be used in the forest to attack the bandits, to attack the herdsmen, to protect the lives and properties of farmers. But they don't. They will prefer to come to the public. They will prefer to come on the street level to harass innocent citizens, people who barely find 3 square meals to eat in a day. You still carry your weapon to come and humiliate them. They didn't do anything. There are a lot of people, a lot of bandits in that particular state, Benue state. We have not heard about 10 of them being arrested and prosecuted. This is total humiliation. This is really, really terrible. This is so sad. I just hope that these particular men of the Nigerian Hunters and Forest Services, be brought to justice. Those ones who perpetrated this crime will be brought to justice by the state government or whoever is actually responsible, whoever is in charge of these people should actually call them to order and get them back to the forest to carry out the duties has been given to them to do. This is total humiliation. We have a lot of people like that on the street level. We have a lot of people who uses the rifle, who uses the weapon that has been given to them to carry out their duties to humiliate Nigerians. We have the soldiers, we have the police officers whose duty is to use their weapons to humiliate common Nigerians. Common Nigerians who are harmless, common civilians who are harmless. Their duty is now to use it to humiliate them, to assault them. I mean, ordinarily, you can give a soldier 20,000 naira and she will carry out dirty jobs for you. This is really sad. I feel so very much sad for this lady. I feel so very much sad. The total humiliation she was subjected to was totally uncalled for. And I hope that these particular people will be brought to justice. These are kind of things we talk about. The bandits are there in the forest. You cannot deal with them. You cannot go and attack them and confront them. You are confronting a young girl, a young lady, carrying just a tinted hair. So what's the relationship between a tinted hair and the problem of the nation? Now that you've cut her hair up, now what? You cut her hair off, now what? Does that solve the problem of the state? Or does that solve the problem of the country? It's very sad. It's very, very sad indeed. It's very sad. Thank you guys. Thanks for listening to me. And I'll be coming again your way. See you some other time. Bye for now.